So, we were talking about the fact that people who still have their jobs really work hard and do your job and try to stick with it.
Well, you listened to what Melissa's interview just said.
Yeah.
The people still need to buy food. People still need to buy. There is activity going on in this marketplace. It's not like everyone's turtled up and disappeared. So there's still jobs and there's still purchases taking place.
Good. Let's take some calls now. Manushvar? Is it Manushvar?
Hello?
Hi, Manushvar?
Yes, yes.
Hi, you're on Live at Noon.
Yes. I would like to make a suggestion to the government. They have to ease importing goods and open back the factory in Canada and America. That is how the economy will turn around.
Okay. Well, that's good advice. Thank you very much for your call. What do you say about that? Seems reasonable, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
I just got news here that that obviously the Minister of Finance, Mr. Flaherty, has been listening to Ann, and we've got an announcement that he's commenting this afternoon at 2:20 on the joblessness, and I assume he's going to be talking also about, you know, the reinforcing the budget speech and the incentives and what's going on in the States. Obama's going to be coming on the 19th for a working day with the Prime Minister. And let's go back to again what you were saying about, you know, people who have their jobs. Melissa was just talking to a waitress. She said that even the tips have not really gone downhill very much.
Certainly, people are working, and but you know, obviously Obama and the ministers and the government still have to work to stimulate the economy, to take that all the laborers and people that are being impacted by these layoffs, and their programs are going to support them, but that takes time. So at the same time, we have to focus on the positive, the here, the now, of what we can do inside of our own jobs in order to help our company be profitable.
Let's talk about retail, because you hire a lot of people, you advise a lot of people on the retail side of things. And we heard in Melissa's first interview today, a gentleman, he's talking about the ripple effect.
Yes.
So retail, though, and retail sales are down.
Definitely.
Again, that doesn't make you more pessimistic?
I have to keep a positive. I have to keep an optimistic attitude. There's really two types of situations here. There are people that are turtling up, and there are people that are innovating, at least on a business side, innovators.
Yes.
So you have a choice: turtle up and hope this thing's going to blow over you. It's not. You're going to probably get hurt in the process. Or try to make something of this. Real giant companies and really powerful, successful companies are built in recessions. So this is really a time for take a risk, take market share, do something about it.
You know, that's very good advice. I don't know whether you got that from the history books or not, but I mean, during the 1930s, the companies that spent on research and development that said, okay, you know what, we could lay all these people off because it's not really necessary now, like DuPont, they're the ones that made all of these fantastic you know, discoveries, which kept them going for the next 50 years.
Yes.
Let's talk about the 1980s. There was the late 80s, early 90s. We were into a recession. Is it a different type of thing than now, do you think?
Absolutely. Well, it's interesting. LEAPJob turns 20 this year. We were founded in 1989, so this is our third recession.
When you were 12.
Well, my parents started the business,
Oh, did they? Okay, good.
I wasn't in the business then. But anyways, when we look back at those recessions, they are different. The 90s were really coming out of that huge layoffs coming out in corporations as they went from an organization, you worked there for life, and then they just chopped. Tons and tons of chopping. And then organizations and people really started focusing on themselves. So as a person, you don't work for the same organization for 20 years now. You work in 4-year increments. You take a job, you work for someone for a little while, you build your skills, expertise, then you go on to the next company and the next company. So there's a real culture shift that's gone from the 80s to now.
And you're also talking about the different kind of jobs and also about the work set, because the mindset, because people, many of them did think years ago, I'm going to get a job, I'm going to be there for 40 years and retire. And that maybe only happens with cops, teachers, and firemen. We don't know.